With this trick, we need a shuffled deck. We'd have to ask the spectator to shuffle it, and then we would just memorize the entire deck of cards. So, this will only take a second, hopefully. Okay. Okay, great. I've got, let's see, let me just spread these out. Okay, I've got most of it memorized. Cool. And as you can see, all these cards are all in pretty decent order. Alright. And we're just going to try to find a few specific cards to prove that it's been memorized. Okay? Let's find the 4 aces. That's one. Okay. We'll take the top card here. Okay, not an ace, but if I give it a shake, it'll actually turn into an ace, just like that. Magic. Sweet. I believe that on the bottom of the deck here, I've got this 4. Okay, it's not an ace, but if I just snap like that, it turns into an ace. And only got one more left, and we'll find that one just like this. There we go. Better late than never. That's the trick. Okay, so for this trick, the aces are really all in the middle, and the spectator shuffled the deck. This is not a trick that I would say is an opener trick. This is more of an experimentation trick, and if you get really good at it, you can perform it for people. I honestly don't perform it that often, but it is a fun experiment. So if you're ready to try something a little advanced, here's a good place to start. What I do is I just spread the cards, okay, and all you need to be able to do is count pretty quickly. Okay, I'm going to spread out all the cards here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the aces. Okay, and I'm just going to pull these out so it's a little easier for you to see where they are. And usually the aces are pretty well spread throughout the deck. Right now they've all come together. They can be anywhere. Sometimes one will be down here. They'll be all over the place. But this time they're all pretty close to the top. But what I just say is I'm going to memorize the deck. That's all I say. I don't say I'm going to look for the aces or anything, because then the spectator will start looking for them. And I count. And I just count the cards in between the aces. 1, 6, remember there's 2 here, and 1. 1, 6, and 1. That's all I need to remember. Then what I do is I get a thumb break and I double undercut that top card. Now I've got an ace on top. And I say for this trick, we're going to look for the 4 aces. And then I spread out the cards as if to say we just brought that card from the middle. And what I actually do is count 6, which brings us to our next aces. So however many cards I could count, however many, just counting in groups of 3 if it's a lot, or 3 or 4, it'll make it easier. But then I'm going to double undercut those cards, and then I'll probably throw in some sort of false cut. Okay, just to mix things up a little bit. And then right here I have 2 aces. So what I would do for these is, since I have 2 of them, and what you want to do is try to keep talking so it doesn't seem like I'm just shuffling the whole time, is I would cut one of those to the bottom and leave the other one on top. And I'd say, look, we're going to find the next 2 aces at the same time. And there they are. And then we've got the last ace to find. And then what I do is do a couple of cuts. I look down the side to make sure I did actually find it. And you're just trying to definitely say this is a couple cards away, just thumbing up 3 and double undercutting. Remembering that sequence of numbers. And then we got the last ace and pull it out. So, yeah, this is hard, but it is very possible. And it is going to take a little practice, but this is a good thing to sort of expand yourself a little bit. This teaches you to improvise, so maybe not something you're going to go out and perform, but definitely something you should try on your own. Okay, so I've just separated the aces throughout the pack, pretty sure. And then we're going to try this one more time. So I'm just going to memorize the numbers in between the aces. Okay, these two are together again. I'm going to separate those. I'm going to make it hard and put this one over there. Okay. 3, ace. Then we've got a pile until the next ace. So I'm going to count them in groups of 3 really fast. 3, 6, 9, 12, 1. So we got 13, 3, 13, and then this time I'm going to count from the bottom as well. 3, 13 on top, and then 4, 4 and 12 on the bottom. 3, 13, 4, 12. The thing is, when you're counting from the top and the bottom, whenever you cut cards into the center, whenever you cut cards, you can't just double undercut them. You need to pick up these like they're a little packet of cards and cut them to the middle. And then you can go into a false cut of some sort. Okay, so we're going to find the aces. And at this point is a good time to get 13s and count in groups of 4 and 1. And then, so get a whole pack of cards here and just cut them past. And now I have the next ace on top. Okay, 3, 13, 4, 12. So we can say that card's from the middle. I counted 4 cards right there on the bottom when I said that card was from the middle. And then cut those to the top. Okay, and that should bring that ace right there. And if you're going to do that one thing that's good to do is do the top pop move. Look for that tutorial. Do the top pop, and then if you count from here, you can just say, would you pull your card out of the middle? Because now I can count 12 pretty easily while they have a job to do. And that's where I cut the deck back. Okay, and then I could just riffle through and look for the ace in case I'm a couple off. Which often happens. So, say right now, let's say I lost the ace, okay? See, there it is in the middle, counted wrong or whatever. So then what you do is if you don't see the ace on top or bottom, shuffle it, and just say to the spectator, would you please name any card? And when you're just shuffling, whenever you square up the card, look at the bottom card. Because sometimes by chance it will be the ace, so just take peeps, it's just doing a little gambler speak. But just say name any card. Let's say they name the 4 of spades. Say when you see the 4 of spades, just pull it out of the middle. And then what you're doing right now is looking for the ace of diamonds. When you see it, you stick your pinky behind it. There it is. Okay, where is the 4? There it is. So when they saw the 4, you would just allow them to pull it out. But you got a pinky break there. Ask them to pull it out. You got your pinky break at the ace. You're then going to cut to that spot. And then you can have the 4. And you can do the shake change to make it become the ace. So it's just a lot of improv. It's a fun trick to try out. I mean, if you can do it, it can be really cool and it's really convincing. So more of a practice trick, but I hope you enjoy performing it as well. Thanks.